Here we go.
Here we go. Good evening, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming on tonight to hear about this opportunity that someone has shared with you. It's been a pretty life-changing opportunity, I have to say so myself. I'm Josee Waller.
I'm John Waller, her husband.
We have been married for 25 years.
Yep.
And how many kids do we have?
We have 10 kids.
10 children.
Yep.
5 boys and 5 girls. 3 of our children are adopted from Ukraine. But this is a picture of all of us over here. This was the first time we were actually all together. And it was very recently because we had a baby when we lived out of state in California. And so we weren't actually all together until this picture right here a few months ago before Christmas. And so it actually made me very emotional because we had one son that wasn't living with us any longer. Can we put the dogs out?
Yeah, these dogs are like
my dogs are fighting under my feet. Sorry. And so, okay, so I'll tell you a little bit about me. I have a degree as a speech and language pathologist. I went to school for a long time to get my degree, and
master's degree.
yes, and my husband, you can say what you want me to say what you are, or you want to
I
say what you are?
I am a singer-songwriter. I've been doing contemporary Christian music for longer than I can remember, and so I was worship pastor I was on the road for years and years, and then we moved to California, and I was worship pastor up until this past June. We moved back because we felt like we needed to be close to family.
Moved from California to Georgia.
Yeah, it was kind of a step of faith because, COVID had hit, and we were like, you know what, we want to live near family again. And so I left that job. We left it by faith, came back to Georgia, and she became the sole breadwinner. So
I'll tell you a little bit about my story with this kind of opportunity here. So I told you I had a degree as a speech and language pathologist, and was working in the school system for about 7.5 years, supporting this guy, trying to travel when I could, but just, more of a behind the scenes kind of support. Never really liked to get on the stage with him, even though I do sing a little bit. I just was not very.
Hey, if you want to hear her sing, go to Spotify or Apple Music and type in The Marriage Prayer. That's a duet we did. It's one of my biggest songs. You can hear her sing. She's awesome.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless plug. Keep going.
So I was not comfortable with that. I was very different than I am right now. But I was really wanting to be home with my babies. And at that point, I had 3 children, and I was like, I just longed to be home. And so that's what I did. My husband got a record deal, and I decided to come home and be a stay-at-home mom. And I had this dream that we were just going to road school, and I was going to travel with him and support him. And we did that for a while. Yeah. But it just kind of fell flat for me. It just ended up not being very, fulfilling. Right. I felt like I needed something to, call my own, something to contribute to in society, something just to, help me just
fulfill your purpose in life.
Yes, yeah. Fulfill my purpose in life. That's a good way to put it. And so my husband and I were praying about something for me to do. And long story short, I decided that I wanted to get into multi-level marketing. And so I am not new to this. I've been doing this now for about 7 years. And I will tell you that it has completely changed my life. Doing this type of business in general, I feel like I am more confident. Mm-hmm. I'm more bold. I've risen up to become a leader, which I always thought of him as a leader, not me. I'm just kind of in the back of the line here. But it's crazy how everything I've learned, all the skills I've attained and gained. And so like I said, I did a couple of these companies, and the last one that I did, I was there for 2 years, and I did pretty well. I was probably making anywhere from $4,500 to $5,500 a month. We got paid like an average where I came from. And so I was doing very well. But I was working very hard,
Yeah.
very, very hard, 60 plus hours a week. And like he said, I was the breadwinner. And I was getting a little frustrated. I felt like I was constantly going backwards in my business because the way I had built my business, I'd built it just people just very differently. I don't want to go into that, but I built it very differently there. And um, the way the company was set up and the compensation plan and everything, I was just not having the success that I felt like I should be having based on the amount of time that I was putting into it. So I was frustrated, and several times I went down other avenues. I decided that I was going to be an Amazon seller like a couple of years ago, and I was like, I'm just going to quit and I'm going to be an Amazon seller. And I dabbled in that a little bit, but I was just super frustrated, and that didn't work out. So don't become an Amazon seller. Needless to say, I tried some things, and I've never in my life been as successful as I've been here. I jumped on board here when I saw my good friend, and she's actually my mentor, and she's on this call tonight, Brittany Hitch. I saw her posting about this company, and I got super intrigued. I was like, I've got to see what this is about. I kind of went down this research rabbit hole one night, and what I found and what I saw was something that I couldn't unsee and hear. And I nudged him in the middle of the night. I said, this is what I want to do. I want to go to this company. It's a ground floor company. I have to get in.
I will just interject though. It was a huge risk. That was all the income we had. It wasn't really enough. So for her to jump on board with this company and to leave everything she had worked for was a big, big risk for our family. Huge risk. And but she did it, and I'll let her keep telling you about that.
Yeah, it was a risk for sure, a step of faith, a lot of prayer went into the decision. But I guess I just knew when I found it that I was like, this is it. This is what I've been praying for, what I have been needing. And so I jumped in, and the first month I replaced an income that I had built in my previous company in 2 years' time. And then
in 1 month.
And then in the second month, I doubled that. And now I am a gold ambassador, a 6-figure earner. And here I am. Here I am today. So
I got this.
Yeah.
So we're going to tell you about the company.
Yeah. So there might be something here for you guys tonight. I'm going to tell you a little bit of history. Mark Wilson and Jake Spencer are the two founders of our company. They have come together and to create something that is incredible for a foundation for us. And basically, when you have the right partners, mentors, leaders, a lot of things fall into place. And because of this, because these two men are true visionaries, they can see what's ahead. They did this in 2020. They saw what was ahead and happening in the world, and they made some decisions. And because of these decisions, we were able to continue and to grow and become a company. Within the last 2 years, we grew 433%. Wow. And then since 2017, the company's grown 700% just in the US. And we're in 20 countries and continuing to grow. So now for a little history of the two owners of our company. And I want my husband to talk about some of these men on these slides here because he actually got to meet and interact with them personally this past weekend in Utah. So we'll start with Mark Wilson. He is the CEO and founder of Q Sciences. And tell him a little bit about Mark.
Yeah, Mark, he is a 2-time Super Bowl champion quarterback. And after he left the NFL, he went into commercial real estate, was hugely successful with that. And then he decided to retire, and he wanted to retire on the golf course because he loves golf. And he was out there for maybe a couple of months. And then he realized I need to do something more meaningful with my life besides going to play golf every day. And, Mark is very much a visionary, and I've heard a lot about him, but I got the opportunity to meet him. We had a retreat, a silver summit it's called, where it was a lot of training for silver ambassadors. And Mark was the most humble, kind, meek guy you'll ever meet. I remember some of the things that stuck out to me about him just as a person. And I think character matters when you're wanting to partner with people. You want to know that they have good character and integrity, and that what they say, they mean. And, this guy he was pulling loading our bags for us in the snow. He was serving us. But one thing that really stuck out to me is the last night we were there. He wanted to address everybody, and he just shared his heart about the first time he went to the Super Bowl. And he said, he and all his buddies, had worked for this their entire life. They had dreamed about going to the Super Bowl their whole life, but they had no idea how much that one game would change their life forever. And the reason he was sharing that, he says, because I want you guys to realize that what you were involved in is very, very unique and very special, and that your lives are about to change forever. And you can feel that when you talk to these guys, you hear these guys talk, you learn about this company, you realize this is a major ground floor opportunity. We've never had that. We've been involved in 3 other companies, and we've done well, but we were always late to the party. So timing matters. It's everything. And so I love Mark. I trust the guy. He is a true visionary, and I'm excited to be partnered with him.
So Mark actually, when he decided he wanted to do something more meaningful with his life, he partnered with Dr. Stephen Kimberly, who is the editor-in-chief of WebMD. And he, he's a natural holistic doctor, but he also still sees the value in Western medicine. And so they married the two. And so these two decided that they wanted to make an impact on health and finances, and they didn't want to cut corners. And so they got the rights to a vitamin called QMax. And this has been around, you guys, for 29 years. It's a micronutrient supplement that has 33 independent third-party studies. And we've done, our own clinical studies at places like Johns Hopkins and Harvard. It breaks down brain wall barriers. Hello, we all have brain wall barriers, right? It gets rid of heavy metals. It fills in gaps in your diet. It helps with ADD, ADHD, autism, traumatic brain injury, bipolar, anxiety, depression, so many things, you guys. So they started with this vitamin and I think a few other supplements. And the company, they put this company together, and it struggled. It struggled a little bit. They did well with products and such, but the actual business portion, the ambassadors did not grow very well. So from 2012 to 2017, there was only 700 ambassadors worldwide. And that was actually 2 ground floor. Oh wait, not yet. Don't put that. So, but yeah, that was actually way too ground floor. We the kind of ground floor you don't want to be in on, and so in comes the Mr. Jake Spencer. He is the president of our company and also co-owner. And
he came as a consultant, because he's an MLM guru. He's had success that will blow your mind. He and his wife both together had some tremendous success, and they were telling us about it. And I was pretty blown away.
He said he made $300,000 a month for 9 years straight.
He had so many thousands of people under him, and the guy knows what he's doing.
Yes, he does.
So they brought him in to consult, to tell us how to they restructure this thing.
Yep, they brought him in, and then he basically did all rebranding. So all the branding that we have now was started because of him, and the people he brought on board to do that. And we actually met them this weekend and got to see the products and how they evolved from where they came from. It was really mind blowing.
Yeah.
We joke and say that the previous branding was kind of geriatric. So, but it's beautiful now. It's biodegradable. It's just like pristine.
Yeah. It appeals not only to a female, but also to a male market,
it does.
Which a lot of products typically lean more towards females. And this stuff's cool. It's kind of it appeals to both.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And so but then guess what? Jake decided that he wanted to be a part of this. He wanted to get in instead of just, being a consultant. So he did. And the company relaunched in 2018. And oh my gosh, it's been so successful. I told you the statistics earlier, ever since they relaunched. And the cool thing is this weekend we got to play games, eat lunch and dinner and breakfast with this guy. He trained us, like we were all sitting around on couches, and he was sitting in a chair in front of us and just teaching us all of his ways.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This guy who has created our compensation plan, which I forgot to say that he revamped our entire compensation plan.
He did it from the perspective of someone who's been in on the other side. So he understands what it takes for people like us to win,
right,
and to win big. And so he came at it from that angle.
Yeah. Somebody who's been in the trenches really understands what it's like to be, an ambassador for a company. So I just was soaking it in. It was somewhat like a fire hydrant. So I took lots of notes, and I've been still trying to just retain it all. But, the level of training and skills that go in, it just continues to grow. I'm still just kind of blown away by all the things that there are to learn, but they're all available. All the skills and all the things are trained, and they're available for us to utilize and learn from. So, all right. So the right timing, obviously,
is everything.
It is so important. And I think that I was trying to share that in showing like where I had done this before, but I just never had an experience like this where it's just a ground floor. And,
and I want to speak to that, the timing aspect as far as us, because I remember it was 3:00 in the morning. She woke me up, and she had been doing research, up until 3 a.m. about this company. And, she had a lot to lose. There's a lot on the table. She won, swept all these competitions, had these $2,000 shopping sprees coming from our previous company. And when she understood the compensation plan and the timing of it, she walked away from all that. And she hadn't done it. We're making a 6-figure income in 2 months, and
it's not slowing down.
So timing is everything, and it's so important that when you recognize it, you jump on it.
Yeah. The next slide.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But you do have to have the products that support a company. Okay.
Right.
So 80% of product in this industry is good, but do they provide a need, and do they provide a value for what you need? Are they consumable? My family and I, we wanted something that we could use, my husband and I both, every single day. We use our Q Core every day, simple little packet, AM and PM, super easy, open it, take it. It's everything we need for gut health, brain health, for reduced inflammation through the body. We love that. So this is just a full suite of all of our products. I'm going to go over just a few of the ones that are my favorite. We also have, this is our Q Core.
Yep.
And you guys, I was telling you about that little vitamin that was so important in the beginning. So that vitamin is in this pack here. It comes with our Q-Max vitamin, a line, which is an anti-inflammatory supplement, and then our Q-Biotics, which is it's a pre and probiotic for your gut, which I'm all about gut health. Everybody knows the craze on gut health and how important it is. They say it has like its own second brain and nervous system and all this stuff. And that, 80% of your immune system comes from your gut. So all of these products come in one bag, AM and PM, and just super simple step for like ultimate optimal health. This is our fitness weight loss products. We have what's called QFit, which was launched. It's an amazing app, you guys. I'm so excited. It has everything you need. It tracks your food, your meals. There's consistency, there's value added, accountability, workouts, access to personal trainers. It's absolutely incredible. all there with our app. And then these are the products that support that, with our pre-workouts and our sports drinks. We have the vegan protein shakes. All of this stuff here is going to be for those people whose top goal is weight loss. And then, of course, these are our oral sprays. I love our oral sprays. I think
they're awesome.
They're sexy. They're cute. They're whatever you want them to be. They were great stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
But you got pretty much, let's say you got your C vitamin plus zinc, you got your B12, your D3, it's got a pain relief spray, you got a boost your metabolism spray, and a sleep spray. And I'm telling you, it just goes under your tongue sublingually, and you absorb really well that way.
I keep this in my pockets, the B12. So if I'm going through the day and I'm feeling like I'm dragging, I just use this thing 2 or 3 times, and it's a pick me up. So
yeah,
these are incredible products.
Yeah, if you need
the sleep
a little
spray,
energy boost,
huge deal too.
If you get those B12 shots, you can do this spray instead for a week, and it's equivalent to a shot. So that's super helpful. These make great gifts, teacher gifts. They're great. They're only $17.50 too, you guys. And our sleep spray is our most popular. So we love that. We use that if needed with the kids when they're struggling to go to sleep at night. We're like, go get some sleep spray, and it works.
Oh, it works.
And it's just, they're minty flavored. They're not gross or anything. So this is our full line of hemp, and we call this magic in a bottle because it truly is life-changing. Now, our hemp is different than you would find, let's say, like on Amazon or at your local corner store, because we have a patented bioabsorb technology. Thank you.
Here, babe.
Patented bioabsorb technology, and which makes our hemp water soluble. So
you mean if you put it in water, it won't be a clump of oil on the top?
Yeah, what he said.
It like just kind of
it disintegrates into the water, which is what you want.
Does that mean it absorbs more than this other stuff?
85% in 10 minutes.
All right, so I got to speak to that because I was on medication I was diagnosed with bipolar when I was 12 years old. I was on all kind of medications for 20 years, and I got off all those meds. But when hemp became a thing, I had heard a lot about it. I even knew people who moved from Georgia to Colorado because it was illegal back then, and they had a child who was suffering from some mental issues, and they moved all the way to Colorado so they could have access to this, and now it's legal. And I always thought this could really help me mentally because I still wrestle at times with anxiety and depression. And so I ordered it from all different kind of sources. And for the longest time, I thought it just doesn't work for me because I never felt it. But when I tried Fuse for the first time, I felt it within like 7 to 10 minutes. And not like a high. It's not a high. It's a calming thing. And it really works. And I am probably the best guinea pig there is for.
Well, he ran out for about a week. And then a week later, I'm like in the other room, and he texts me and he's like, it just came in the mail again. He's like, I feel normal again.
Yeah.
I mean, he was, having a moment, and he was struggling, and it came at just the right time. So, he loves it, and our family uses it as needed. We don't all need it every day, but if you do struggle with stress or anxiety or
I'm the father of 10. I use it every darn day. You better believe it. I love it.
Yes. Great. It helps with pain as well, though. We have our full line of hemp. So we have gels, we have lotions, we have roll-ons, we have the oil that goes under your tongue. We have a whole line for pets. So tell them. So at the cabin, he kept getting headaches.
We were at over 8,000 feet, and I don't deal well with altitude, so I was getting migraines. And so I would take that Excel cream, and I would just rub it on the back of my neck and around my my forehead. You don't want to get it near your eyes, but and man, it just took away that migraine so fast. So it's really potent and really good, high quality hemp products.
It can help with skin issues too. If you know anyone who has like psoriasis or acne even, or eczema, have somebody who has like blisters that come up when she gets really stressed, and she's put it on her blister. I even put it on my ulcer, and it helped my ulcer like that. So again, like there's just no telling what this stuff will help with, because it's a natural anti-inflammatory.
Yep.
And so the good news is, you guys, we have a brand new version of our hemp coming out in February.
Yes.
We got to try it, and we can't say anything about it other than we're excited. It's coming, and it's going to be better than what we already have. So you definitely want to get in on this. We have a patent on it, and let's just say it works even faster.
Yeah.
So we absolutely love it. We're so excited. So I'm trying to
Market trends.
Yes.
Gotta capitalize on.
Yes, you got to capitalize on the market trends. Here's some quotes. The fact that we, okay, I know what I was going to say. So our hemp, you guys, I don't know if you know this, but in 2018, that's when it was legalized here in the U.S. And so technically, it's still fairly ground floor.
Oh, absolutely.
You're starting to hear more about hemp, and you're seeing it pop up in the corner stores and stuff like that. But the hemp in those stores, again, is only going to be about 6 to 10% absorption rate. And so, we have an opportunity here. Not only we're a ground floor company, but our hemp is also ground floor. And they say it's going to be like a $20 billion industry in the next 3 years, which is mind blowing. So this is an opportunity to capitalize on some market trends that are growing.
And one thing that when we were in Utah this past weekend, and I was talking to Jake, I pulled him aside because, in our entire marriage, we've been married 25 years, and we've never made this kind of income before. And I started to think, what if the economy goes down? COVID has really affected a lot of people, affected the economy. A lot of people lost jobs, and I said, what if the economy keeps going down? Is this going to make,
It's gonna affect
I was afraid,
us.
we're doing well. We're finally doing well. Is it going to just will go down with the economy? He said that MLMs tend to skyrocket when there's a downtrend in the economy. And one thing he also said was, he's learned don't ever waste a recession.
Waste a good recession.
He said, I hope there's not a recession, but if there is, MLMs tend to go up. So that's another thing to think about. Where are things headed? The trends, because a lot of people are losing their jobs, and this is one way that you can get on board with a ground floor opportunity and build it now. And if things get worse, this is something that tends to go up. So just keep that in the back of your mind. All right.
So a couple ways that you can get involved. Let's say you're just real excited about the products that you've heard tonight, and maybe even saw some stuff that you have questions about. We can share more information about the products with you. And you just want to be a preferred customer, then for $10, you get wholesale pricing. It's only one time, a $10 fee. And
annually.
Annually. And you get the pricing of a preferred customer. Another option is to become an ambassador. If you want to become a business owner, and that literally means you own a business. So you have to act like you're a business owner, show up and actually work the business. But it's $40 to become an ambassador and have a business. And all you have to do to become an active ambassador is purchase 100 PV worth of product, which is, it's not equivalent to dollars, but we have a graph, and it's on the website. It'll show you each product and how many points it's worth. But roughly between the ambassador fee and the 100 PV and the shipping and handling, it's going to be about $200 to get started. And that obviously is also wholesale pricing.
Yeah, that's much cheaper than leasing a storefront.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like, let's say you guys wanted to, start a brick and mortar. Think about all the costs involved in that. So here we don't have to house our products. We don't have to ship our products. We don't have to, hire employees and pay for a brick and mortar. So, it's actually really cheap to start a business. Right. So there's a couple ways that you can earn money here. One of the ways is through customer sales. So let's say you sign up and you just sign a bunch of customers that enjoy the products. We earn commission on that. and it starts at 15%, and it grows from there based on your volume. Another way that we earn is through our monthly team commission. So every time that you sign an ambassador and your ambassador signs a customer, you earn volume, which goes towards a monthly residual income, which that's where the beauty lies in this company, is the compensation plan and how we get paid infinite levels down. Did you hear me? Infinite. No peak, no stopping, no only 7 levels down or 10 levels down. I'm talking like you sign somebody up today and you sign somebody up 2 years from now, all of that volume you get paid on. And so your volume, your overall volume from your ambassadors and your ambassadors' customers all goes towards your total, which helps you to rank. And each rank has residual income and bonuses, one-time rank bonuses that come with that as well. And I'll share a little bit more of the comp plan here just a second. We also get paid with if you're in the US, we get our financial freedom movement, which I love this. This is Jake's wife's baby. She is a financial advisor. She actually spoke and trained us this weekend in Utah. And she said she's been doing, helping people with their finances since 2013. And so her and her husband, when they started this company, they wanted to help people to be able to manage money. They saw so many people make it to the top of these companies and not know how to manage money and spend unwisely, buy things because they thought, oh, I have the money. One thing we learned is that you really shouldn't do anything for a solid 2 years, until you have an income for 2 years. So
I want to speak to the FFM, because that's kind of one of my roles is dealing with that side of it for our family. And so I just signed up for the financial freedom movement. I got the paperwork in, and we had to pick one debt that we wanted to start chipping away at. And so instead of the company helping you get into a lease of a nice car where you're on the hook for it, if your business goes down, you're still on the hook for it. They're putting money towards debt and towards a savings retirement account. So I gave them the information to one of our credit cards, which we used to start our Amazon business that never got off the ground. And I went and looked at my statement this past week, and there was like over $400 payment made on that credit card by Q. And I'm like, wow, this is so cool. We're going to get out of debt while we're sleeping, because every month they're putting money towards our debt. And that's so cool. So many people
in this company have already become debt free because of this program. You also get a free financial advisor. So there's a whole FFM advisory board. And once you email them, they get back in touch with you and you set up an appointment and they start going through your finances with you and helping you to budget. I think that is the most amazing thing. I love our FFM.
I don't know any other companies that can say that.
Program. No other companies. This is our compensation plan. I know that it's probably hard to see. So whoever invited you tonight, we have this where you can literally pull it up on your screen, and you can blow it up and you can look at all the different ways we get paid, but you'll see the 1, 2, and 3. So that's the different ways we get paid. I told you commission, and then up here, commission, sales. This is the way we rank. And then over here, this is our rank bonuses. And then number 4 is our FFM program. Now over here, I was going to show you something we have going on right now. It's called Win-Win Evolve 2021. And so if you sign up tonight, you have to sign up in January. So tonight, tomorrow, the next night, you have, if you hit these first 3 ranks, builder, pro, and executive, in the first week, you and the person who signed you up earns an extra $150 if you do it in 1 week. If you do it in 1 month, you and your ambassador earn an extra $125. So that's on top of the already promotional rank bonuses over here. You see, you get a total of $500 right here for builder, pro, and executive. And then you also get your monthly team commission of $50, $100, and $250. So that's a total of, oh gosh, I'm terrible at math. I shouldn't have said that. I set myself up. It's normally, I think, $750. So then you add the extra $150 on there. That's another, what, $900. If you hit executive within your first week, Builder Pro Executive in your first week, or $860 $75 if you do it in your first month.
Yeah.
So great way to kick off your business, to pay back the money that you invested in it and start making money almost immediately.
Mm-hmm. Moving on.
Moving on, yes. So you guys, the future's in your hands. What do you want to do with it?
We know what we want to do with it. We want to maximize this opportunity, and this is an awesome opportunity, and we're so thankful. I thank God every day that He's given us this opportunity. So we're doing this together, and we hope that you would jump on board, and hopefully you recognize a good opportunity when you see it.
Yeah, I mean, we're just regular people here.
Yeah,
we're not.
We're just trying to support our 10 children,
and there's going to be systems. There's going to be, skills that you can learn, and a great compensation plan and support that, I think you can be successful. I have many people on my team who've never done anything like this and who, are making $750 a month already, or making $1,700. I have one making $1,700 a month.
You got one making $4,000.
I got one making $4,000 a month. She never has done anything like this. So again, it's for anybody. You don't have to be a multi-level marketing guru to do this and to do well with it.
That's all the slides, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all the slides. So thank you guys so much for coming tonight. I appreciate you so much for hopping on and for listening to our story and hearing about this awesome opportunity. I hope you go to the person who invited you and ask lots of questions. We can share more about the compensation plan with you. We have a whole video on that. We can share more about the products. We have a whole video on that. We have all kinds of resources that you are available to you. So if you want to know more, then we're available. Thank you so much. And God bless you guys. Have a good night.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
Don't end yet, because somebody's hopping on here at the end. So.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Somebody's hopping on.
There's Sharice.
Where's Sharice?
She's right there. Somebody was going to hop on that had some questions that wanted to meet us. So.
What's up?
There's David.